Welcome to Big Ben's Boxing. I'm Big Ben. Step into my office. All right. Today what I want to talk to you about is size matters. We have the Saul Alvarez versus Bud Crawford fight coming up, and there is a debate on, is Saul too big, is Bud too small, or does it even matter? Does the size matter? And I'm gonna tell you definitely, size matter. When I was a kid and I used to come into the gym, I used to love to sit down and listen to the older guys talk. And when I listened to them talk, one thing I would listen to them, they would say is, and I can remember old guys saying it, a good little man will beat a big man, but a good little man will lose to a good big man. I'm not saying necessarily that Bud Crawford is going to lose this fight, but I am saying size matters. So what I'm saying is that, hey, if Bud Crawford loses, he did better if he was a natural 168 like Saul is naturally 168. If Bud Crawford wins, he would have still did better as a natural 168 like Saul is in the 168. So if Bud gets a decision, that means Bud would have stopped him if he was naturally that size. If he stops him, that means that, hey, he'd stopped him earlier if he was naturally the same size. What I'm gonna say this is that Saul likes this fight, but he didn't want to pick this fight. And the reason he didn't want to pick it because he didn't want to look like a cherry picker. You know, Saul is a great fighter with a great talent, and I'm a fan of Saul's. But what's disappointing to me, one of the things that's disappointing to me with Saul is this. He has picked and cherry picked who he fought. He said, man, I fight everybody. Listen, I'm not with that. He didn't. Nobody asked him. He said, I fought everybody you asked me to fight. Nobody asked him to fight Caleb Plant. Nobody asked him to fight Billy Joe Saunders. You know? Now, hey, you know who they've been asking him to fight? David Benavidez. You know? And man, he's cherry-picked. And so, listen, as we look into this fight, as we go into this fight, understand is that here's a guy whose legacy could have been greater had he tried to fight the greatest fighters. And I'm going to leave it at that. Size matters. Saul, fight the guys who you should be fighting. The man said, I don't even want to see Bivol again. All right, listen. Until next time.